I'll finish that later.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Oh, cut it out.
I'm always nervous.
Don't be nervous.
I don't.
Be afraid.
Taylor.
That have I been a parasite? Y'all say what I'm thinking like, how can I have been so blind? I see evil all around, my heart was buried underground. When I lost what I love the most, I lost what I love the most. By the holly tree, God for me, will you pray for me? What is wrong with me? By the holly tree, by the holly tree. That's a shame to let her go. They try to put me on, so I started playing zone. Hit me up on my phone, don't forget to say the code. Darkness try to take my soul, temptation is heavy on. So we just doing what we do to get forget how we live. I do this life with the worry, started growing up. Wonder who needed the positive, every glory comes from. Just to fall on the path, we see this thing like a cat. That's just his love for the cat. That's the feel I'm in half. Chunk of life flashing fast, you do like 4.5. Just tell the boys it's my bad.
Which camera do I look at?
She's talking. Oh, right.
Okay.
Hey, yes, you are tuned into Tea Time with your host, me, Rena Phoenix. And today we have special guests, Kayla, and we have A.G. Shaw. Today we are going to talk about a few things, so let's get to spilling some tea. First, I want to start with A.G. Shaw.
Hi, hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing today?
All right.
Awesome. So, Soulful Illusion and A.G. Shaw. What is that?
Well, I go back to when Brandy was in that little shoebox of a studio, and we were shooting there. We went downstairs with her. We shot there. We started doing some things, and I guess she saw that more than being a photographer, I was training folks. I trained my niece. I was training some other folk. So, like those old commercials, chocolate and peanut butter we got here, she was like, teach some classes, show some people stuff, gives a different depth to what we do here. And I was like, cool, because I have a home. So basically, I'm out in these streets slanging Soulful Illusion cards,
Okay.
and I'm teaching some classes here. So I have 5 different classes that I'm teaching for beginner and intermediate photographers. So basic camera basics, which buttons do what, and how to take a decent photo. So we have the entry level, like you come in and you never shot before. Then we have sort of a level where you already shot. You just want to get more familiar with your camera without having to read that manual that nobody reads. Right. You dig? All right. Then we have high key lighting, which is just brightly lit but not overexposed photos.
Okay.
You know, white background or light background. Then we have low key, which is correctly lit without being underexposed or too dark. You know, that moody stuff. You know, like you coming out the darkness and you look like was
Sultry.
right.
Yeah.
Then after that we have flash. So I'm showing people how to use strobes, flash, whether it's on your camera, off camera flash, and how to get the lighting moodiness you need. And then the last class, the one that's incidentally coming up at the end of this month before we start the rotation over, is ambient light, low light photography. That's like if it's just you and the camera using what's available and still making it snazzy. So I do that, and believe it or not, I'm always nervous. Okay, I'm gonna stop lying. I love doing that. So, so I do what I do, and I had a few people come through, and we came back, and I'm gonna let my Smurfette partner here tell you about all the other things we got going on, like the Friday. Ask her about the Friday.
Friday.
Get some people up in here.
Okay.
Anyway, babe, you got it.
Oh man, why you gotta do me like that? So we have Friday event. It's the first Friday of every month. It's where we get photographers and models, and we have a rotation going so they can network while also getting amazing photos from different photographers for the models to use as well as the photographers to use. So it's a win-win for both sides. And then our other event besides this class, we every now and then, Artists United, they have events too, right? Yeah,
Right.
They're having events here too.
Don't ask me, it's on you. Yeah.
You're the one that's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the event that they have?
I think the one they have coming up, they're going to be having like a flea market type thing.
Yes. So
To
you
where,
bring in your equipment in, and you can buy, sell, trade,
Oh, okay, like a swap meet?
yeah,
like a swap meet for
like
the cameras.
Okay.
Yeah, like a little mini flea market
Yeah.
type yard sale.
Okay. Okay, so did you guys hear that? So where is that going to be at?
It's probably going to be outside here, weather permitted.
Okay, where are we? What's
We're
the
at-
address?
it is 11430 Moog Drive.
Okay.
That is St. Louis, Missouri 63146.
Maryland Heights.
So did you hear that? So can anyone bring merchandise, or do you have to sign up first? How does
It
that
is
work?
a sign-up sheet through Matt Schmidt. He's taking care of all of that.
Okay, okay. So if someone, say, wants to do I guess a trade, does it work like that, or do you come
I
in?
guess that's up to discretion.
Yeah, I think it
Okay.
depends on the seller. It's like a swap meet. So if I have a lot of
okay,
stuff
so
that I don't use anymore, because photography comes in many flavors.
Okay.
Just like artists, you know, you got your reggae, you
Right,
got your,
right.
you know, so on and so forth. So you got your wedding photographers, you got your landscape photographers, you have your portrait guys, you got your fine art guys, and each of those subgroups have different equipment.
Oh.
So when I started, whoever I followed, I bought the equipment that they had. So I got a basement full of stuff. I don't even look at it anymore. So this would be a good time to say, hey, I got this,
Okay.
and make a little money as opposed to wait till it's 20 years old, no one uses it anymore.
Right. So are you saying that different photographers use different, like, equipment?
Yes, all the
Yes.
Oh, so I mean, you can't just pick up a camera and just go and take any kind of photos.
time. You could, and that brings me business, because they can be, what the, but yeah,
But really, you don't want to do something like
no,
that.
you don't. Like, seriously, when I started, if I may, don't be nervous, it's coming back to you. But when I started, just like most people, you don't know what you're doing. Some people think it's a low bar of entry, so you're gonna make $1 million if you do weddings. So you get your little camera and you out here and you ready to do weddings. So you find a mentor who does weddings. And some got the battery pack that hooks, and there's this bracket. So even if you turn your camera sideways, the flash always stays on top.
Right,
So
okay.
you know, have you ever taken a picture of somebody turned the camera sideways? You got that crazy shadow on one side of you?
Yeah, see.
Because you always fly with it.
I don't know.
Understand.
Nothing about that.
So when that happens, you know, people are like, ugh. So this bracket is made to hold the camera. And
Okay.
it goes around. Your flash is up here. So when you turn your camera, the flash is consistent.
So you can only use that for a specific type of photo, or you can
Well,
use
you
that for
can
any
use it
kind
for
of
other
photo?
things, but most
anything.
wedding photographers use it.
Okay.
Because it's a big rig, and now everybody's getting smaller. Then you
Okay.
have the landscape guys who use certain things, certain type of tripods. Portraiture people do certain things, or older stuff like all the plug-in stuff that you may not want to take outside.
Like
Okay.
the Hasselblads.
Big cameras or
Those are nice.
the alien
My dad, he
beams.
loves those.
Yeah.
That's his thing. He's
Right.
like, it's
So I got
$20,000.
I got some big stuff. Yeah, I got some stuff, y'all. I got some big plug-in lights that are beautiful, but since I'm always moving around, I don't want to stop and have power packs with me. So I have a certain new type of flash that goes with me.
Oh, so you upgraded.
So I can bring stuff, and somebody may say that's exactly what I need. I can get a little money, or I can say, oh, but you got what I need. So
Okay, so again, Kayla, so when people come, they just bring their equipment and set up shop, or do they have to apply or register, you say with Matt ahead
Yeah,
in
with Matt
advance?
Schmidt for the thing.
Okay,
He's with the Artists United.
okay. So you guys heard that here.
I think it's going to be October 16th.
Okay,
It's a Saturday.
okay, so,
That's the one they're looking at. It could change. You never
okay,
know.
okay. And what else do you have going on?
So far, those are the only 2 events we have. Then we have so far, because the ones are monthly. Oh yeah, we have STL Live too.
Okay,
They do a lot of their rehearsals here, a lot of their filming here.
okay.
That's a him question. Let's be real.
but you were doing so good. Let me see if I can run this. STL Live Season 3. Here at Soulful Illusions, we have the space here. People come out and we record our comedy skits live. We have a lot of local St. Louis talent, all up under the umbrella of Artists United, because that's what it is. We're uniting St. Louis artists. So we come together, do our comedy. Matt Schmidt, Dustin Diggs, he records it. We bring in an audience. The laughs are real. The talent is real. We do what we need to do. So that happens here once a month. We're going to take off for December and January because Christmas, and then everybody's hanging over, hoping that the next year's going to be better. Probably won't be. So we're going to do these couple months, and then we're going to come back in February stronger than ever.
Okay, okay.
You could have said that.
I didn't know any of that.
But now you guys know it.
I know it.
Yeah, so we all know it now. So tune in, Soulful Illusions. Where can they look that up at, like, to find events?
To find events, we mostly market it on our Facebook page, which is Soulful Illusion Studios. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and soulfulillusionstudios.com is also the website. And I think, does the website have the pricing? It has more information about like also studio rentals and things, and like more about the company and
Okay.
who all we are, and
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Talk about those rentals. We got an audience now. Hey, it's getting cold outside, y'all. You know, baby, it's cold outside. You know how St. Louis weather is. So if you want to take those nice shots, we got November and December birthdays, and you need a studio home, come on down to Soulful Illusion Studios. We like home-cooked meals down here. Come on, bring it. Bring it on down,
Stay
baby. Bring it on
warm.
down. Stay warm. You know, we'll pay for the heat. Just come on down.
Right.
We have all these locations. We have a sound stage. We have a podcast station. We have a boudoir room. So when you take off that fluffy robe, you get a little bit of chill, but that's good for the photos. You dig? We got high key. We got low key. We got all the different color papers. We got the whole rainbow. We got all of the alphabet. Come on down.
Come get your pictures, Soulful Illusions. What's the address again?
11430 Moog in Maryland Heights,
Moog. M-O-O-G. Yeah, okay.
Westport. Hey, we down here where the white folks are. You can leave your guns at home. Back
Maybe.
to you.
I didn't leave mine.
And with that, we're going to wipe up this tea and sip a little bit, you know. Pinky's up. We'll be right back.
Everybody talks about the time. Yeah, we I thought it was Louisiana.
false witness. You ain't need no little shit to say. Now I'm a joke. Even though it fucked me up, fuck no. What was I thinking? I don't know what I didn't know. What I know. They don't give a fuck. They don't pretend to.
Hey, what kind of podcast is this? Can I say how I really feel or do I have to be nice?
I'm screaming bullshit. I know everything. I'm coming for everything. They
Chicago with all that press on the news.
know I'm a
If they killing themselves like, you know, like they're going out of style in Chicago,
You know
why ain't they on the
don't
news?
make a sound.
It ain't that bad.
Better watch them around you. Feel it come alive. They be hating you dripping that sauce. They hate when you dripping that sauce. Smiling in your face.
Calculating all, but like some of them,
They be faking. They be faking. Hate to see you win. Won't even clap just a little. They be salty.
right, that's the thing.
Oh, forget.
Look up, it's a place. It's famous. Headed straight for the top. I'm succeeding. I said it's froze, ain't it? They wanna be me. Though, tryna shoot for a star. But I'm not class famous. Make it rock like I do. Keep it hot like I do. Holding on, swerving on.
Oh, so they killing out of town. That's what it is.
I told you we not the same. Watching me, they watching me. Everything I do, I'm gon' shine. Everything, I'm going for everything. Counting me out, but they know I'm a champion. Don't neglect the vibe. You know hate it, don't make a sound. Better watch them around. Feel it come alive. They be hating you dripping that sauce. They hate when you dripping that sauce. Smiling in your face, but for real they be on your place. They be faking.
What side of the fence are you on about?
Hate to see you win, won't even clap just a little. They be salty.
He is around. So are you on the St. Louis Get That Money? Or, okay, never mind.
Is that crime? What crime? I can say that in under 30.
It was confidence too.
You're right.
Hey, we are back. Yes, we are talking here with A.G. Shaw and Kayla. And first, I want to get to know you just a little bit more.
Okay, so I'm Kayla Clack. I am the, yeah, exactly that.
You heard, she said she's from Lima, don't play.
That's Methville. But no, I'm Kayla Clack. I'm a photographer here in St. Louis. I like to do concerts and portraits outside mostly, but I work in the studio here as the executive studio assistant. So I basically oversee the little things that are going on. I do reception. I make sure that people are signing everything they need to sign. I make the flyers. I make Facebook posts. And I basically try to network out there by giving everyone my business cards for the studio. So, am I missing anything?
I don't know you
I
like
don't know.
that.
I do a lot of things. I don't ever know. I should have made a list.
Tell them who you are, what
I
you
mean,
are.
I've seen a lot of, logos floating around here, man. Like,
A lot of what?
a lot of different merchandise.
See,
and
she's beating
logos
around the
and
bush.
stuff.
Tell them what you do, Etsy girl. Tell them what
Fine.
you do.
Outside of photography, I also do custom merch. I make tumblers, coffee mugs, flags, koozies, shirts, all sorts of things, even lighters if you're into that thing, and shot glasses. And yeah, say if I take a picture of you and you wanted that picture on a shirt, I could totally do that too.
What type of photographer are you?
Yeah.
I'm just kind of a floater.
What do you?
I already said that. I said I
I mean,
prefer concerts and portraits.
Yeah, you
I
did
did
say that. So do you have to have a certain type of camera for your photography?
For concerts, yeah, you need something that's gonna be faster for the lower lighting. So
Okay.
I use a 5D Mark IV. That's
See,
Canon.
explain that a little bit more to me because
You ain't getting
I
out
don't
of
know
shit.
too much
That's what
about.
she's trying to do. You ain't getting out of shit.
Oh man, I'm with this shit.
I mean, I don't know nothing about the camera, but it sounds so interesting.
So it's a
because I thought
bulky
anything.
professional camera. It's so I started off with a really small, like little crop sensor camera, a little T5i.
Baby mama
It's-
edition.
Yeah, baby mama edition.
A baby mama camera. Let's see them babies. Click,
And
clack.
that's what I started with. Yep, and that's what I started with. I was on auto all the time, and then I decided I'm going to leave the vet tech field.
Okay.
And I went to school to Webster University for the photography program, and that's when I realized I need a better camera because mine is crap.
Okay.
So I went full frame with it. So now I have more megapixels, so it's clearer, and I can blow them up even bigger than I could before with the T5i. And it's better for concerts too because it's faster.
Okay. So, what is it
Like-
that you? I mean, what inspires you? Like, what you say you like to concert and portrait?
Yeah.
I mean, what inspires those?
So concerts, I just love music in general.
Okay.
Music brings everyone together, no matter where you're from. If you have a common ground of a song, you're gonna sing it together, even if you're a stranger.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, and that's what I like about it. Like concerts bring people together, and a lot of times it shows that I actually love the band. So it's like I
Right.
get to shoot my favorite emo band when I was 12 years old. Like that's exciting. I love Halter Nights.
Do you look for specific shots when you're at a concert?
It really just depends. Some of the best shots are my accidental ones.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like I'll just be
does.
shooting, like I'll shoot like for concerts, I'll keep mine in hyper continuous just because they're moving around
Okay.
a lot. And like
Does that keep it from being blurry?
Yeah, so I basically do it so whenever I look through them, I can find the one that I prefer like the most, because like a lot of times you're not going to capture them if they're moving too fast.
Okay.
For like the settings I have, like if the lights are too bright, I have to have specific settings or I'm not going to catch it.
Okay. Wow. I mean, it's just nothing to you, but to me, I'm like, oh, see, I just thought you can pick up a camera and just go and, make this amazing grace. But it's a lot of work that goes into
It really
Plus
is.
some amazing grace.
Finding the right settings, especially for shows, because if your settings aren't right, you're going to get black lines on your
Okay.
image.
Okay. Okay, so,
Sometimes it's an aesthetic though.
okay, so, AG Shaw, the same thing to you. I mean, what inspires well, first of all, what are your favorite type of
you-
pictures to take?
Oh, I'm a portrait and event photographer myself. I thought you were going to ask me about myself. I was all ready for that one. Let's do it. But so I started off. I always liked taking photos, but I was like you. Hey, I got a camera. Click, click, click. Then I had to get out of St. Louis. I joined the military. So that's the first time on a plane, first time doing anything. I went and got just a little point and click. So everywhere I went, I was taking pictures, because little dude from the west side of St. Louis, right around the Skinker Delmar divide, I ain't been nowhere. A little bit in the city, a little bit in the county, got in a whole bunch of trouble in about the same 10 blocks. You know what I'm saying? So I had to do something with myself. So when I went out and I'm seeing other states, other countries, who's gonna believe my stories if I got the visuals? That was my first thought. And then, in the Army, you go over, you meet people, you do things. I messed around somewhere in my travels and started a family. And like most parents, wow, I help with that. Click, 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 click. They moving, click, click, click. Oh, ooh, projectile piss, click, click, click. I was doing my
Had a
thing.
camera ready for everything.
Right, everything. And I came back here as a recruiter. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. But I didn't lie. I just told you what I thought. If you're gonna be in your mama's basement smoking weed forever, see, you mama's baby when you're young, but you just that who won't get off the couch when you get a little older. So I did my thing. But while I was here, my brother's a DJ. He was with the Hit Breakers DJs. They were doing teeny bopper parties because St. Louis is a little wild. So you get 21, you still can't get in the club because the old heads don't want their stuff destroyed. So it was like no tennis shoes, no ball hats. You had to wear the church shoes and the slick slacks, and you got to be 31, then 35, because, we were wilding a little bit. So for the kids, they had like up in Normandy, the bowling alley, the back room. So they had water and they played all the music they wanted. And I went in there and I called myself a professional. I didn't know shit. I just bought a couple of little Epson, little quickie printers,
Yep.
and, some old cheap backdrops, and I was doing my thing. Got my little camera, baby mama edition, the little small one, not the good big one, the one you just, go on girl, go on about your business. I had one of those. So,
Just a quick flash.
so I was taking pictures, that were a little bit better than what they were taking. And back then, the phones, I don't even think the iPhone was out in, what, '06 or something. You know, it was just what it was. So I got better at it. I saw my stuff. And I'm thinking I'm good because, you know, I'm in the club, the little 16 to 17-year-olds, and I'm rocking it, right? Making my little $10, $15, $200, you know, at $5 a picture, until I ran into somebody who was a photographer. It was almost like, fellas, you hear me? When you with your fellas and you think you grown, you know what we were doing when we thought we were grown, then your uncle came up and just tore down, boy, look, pop, and you're like, oh shit, you know? So read between the lines, can you dig it? So that's what happened with photography. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm the man. And a real photographer's like, sit your, right here. Can you do this? So then I started learning and started taking classes and found mentors all over because I was still in the military. And then I found some cats who were into beauty and portraiture. So that's where I learned how to retouch, and I learned how to really get the emotions out of what I do and the events. And when I came back here after I retired, you'll see me in the Legacy. You'll see me, well, you saw me at the Laugh Lounge. You saw me in all these different places. And I wanted to bring art to it, so I started shooting in black and white, just because. And I wanted to catch the emotion, because color can distract. Oh, damn, she match, or that don't match, or, ooh, I want that purse. But if it's in black and white, you catch the soul of the event. So somebody on the mic and they sweating, and they doing that ugly, because they getting that note out, that I catch that in black and white, you know. If somebody's doing a move and they throwing their hair and whatever, and there's nothing but the tints and the tones and the emotion, you catch that in black and white. So I started doing that, and people started getting hip to it, to the point where folks were like, yeah, I want to hire you, but can you shoot in color? Show you right. So now people notice me, and my man Dustin Diggs, Matt Schmidt, put me on with STL Live. I've been on podcasts. I've met you and Tweezy, and here I am. I wouldn't be here if I didn't keep it pushing with what I knew how to do. So I thank you. I thank you, my favorite white boy, that cool white woman who owns this place. You know, I couldn't be here without all y'all. So do that shit, girl.
We supposed to be spilling some tea right now. But no, that's great.
Spilling tears.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's actually a really good story, because I mean, it took something on the inside of you to bring something out of you.
Right.
So
Yeah, and he even actually helped me, because in school we learned the corded studio work. I didn't learn the portable flash and stuff like he does.
okay, you
So-
said the corded, so it's something
Yeah,
with a,
so there in studio you have some that are cord that you plug into battery packs.
okay.
That's how these lights will run. And then you got the newer ones where it's a rechargeable battery. So it's cordless and portable. I didn't know that even existed. Well, I knew it existed, but I didn't know where to go about
Right,
that.
you just explained it.
Then I
didn't
came
see
here
it.
as an intern and learned it with AG.
Oh, you came here as an intern.
Yeah, back in May.
Look at that.
See, I told you I had more.
I know, I always
your
have
shit.
more.
Okay.
So look at that. I mean, right? Took.
Yeah, okay, so I came here as an internship.
I mean, that's great. Look at that.
And I was actually late on my intern, like finding one, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna check a Facebook photo group. And that's how I met Brandy.
Oh,
She commented on the post I made, and from there, it just kind of happened.
it's a soulful illusion.
Where media comes to play.
To play, yes. And that's so. You have a special type. Both of you have a special type of portrait that you like to take. Is it any? What's your least favorite?
Least favorite?
Yeah.
Well, looking at my body of work. Okay, before I start, everyone has a photographic style. And to find your photographic style is not like you go and somebody tells you. Just go back and look at your work. Whatever you gravitate to, that's your style.
Okay.
So, least favorite for me is hypersexualized full body shots. Here's why. Well, in a nutshell, everyone's doing it. I hate being a lemming follow. Most of the brothers here will show you, you know, face down, you know, all that. And it's as a man, I appreciate that. But as a photographer, I don't want to join the rank and file.
Right.
Because if I'm going to be interested in somebody or Mac on them, I ain't going to be like, girl, let me take your picture. And then when you say yes, but yeah, later for that, how you doing, babe? I ain't going to, I don't roll like that. Hey, a kick dog hollers. So don't call in and be like, AG messing me up. If you do it, own that shit. But anyway, well, but I'm more of a face person. Like I said, emotion, whether it's black and white or in color. And I tell all my models and I tell photographers that I mentor, it's like a cake, right? So cake is good. And you can eat cake without icing, right? And you'd be cool. But if you stick a spoon in icing, you'll get sick after a while. So I say, your face is the cake, the expressions you make. Because you can flirt with your eyes. If you're in church messing up and mama cuss you out in front of God, she give you that look. You shut up, right? Everything is in your face. The body is the icing. It can accentuate everything else. But if you looking that look, we know. If you looking that look, we know to stay away. I mean, if a brother over there and you about to do something, he look at you like you come over here, you limping back. Either you nut up and go over there and accept the consequences, or you don't. Everything's in the face. Now, so you got somebody who want to be sexy. And I think Tyra Banks ruined it because, there's also different types of models. The runway models are walking mannequins and billboards. They're not supposed to have expression.
Right.
So everybody walking around, I'm a model, with the rest of them B face, right? But they're supposed to do that for the clothes. So the clothes have to flow off of you. The accessories have to bling. It got to be icy.
Right.
They don't give a damn about you, girl, really. You just a cute person who moves around, gets to the end of the runway, sashay, sashay, watch it flow, and go on back. But there's other types of modeling where you need to be expressive. High key, in those magazines selling stuff, you need to be like, this the drink. You see what I'm saying? So everybody wants to be like Tyra because Tyra's on TV. Tyra made it. Those lemmings. Like I said, I can't follow everybody. So everybody has one look. So I love to shoot faces and coax something out of a person. So when people see my photos and okay, that's cool. I just want to be the guy that sometimes you stop. Okay. And it's because she's doing something, saying something with her face, her expression, her body language, other than that's a nice ass. Because I want to take a good picture. So
Right.
if I have to say, is my picture good? Is the lighting right? Or is it just because she's fine? I didn't do my job.
Those are words from a photographer, guys. Okay, so he's like looking really at the lighting, at the expression, at the entire deal. So you got to pay attention to that as well. So what about you, Kayla? What would be your least favorite?
My least favorite? That's a good question. Probably babies. Like baby photography, you just gotta add so much noise. I just can't. You gotta soften it. It's just so much.
And projectile piss.
Yes. And it's like I've done like a couple of them, and like I'll still do them, but
Yeah.
and like I'll get like the result that I'm going for, like the softness. Like you want the sharpness of the baby's face, but also like the skin to be soft
Yeah.
while bringing out the features. And it's like I could do all that, but it's so much work.
Yeah.
And weddings. I'm shooting my sister's wedding this month. I'm really like super nervous, but also like kind of excited, but also like I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Bridezilla.
That's 3 different emotions. Like why are you nervous though?
Because it's my sister.
Yeah.
Weddings are a whole beast by
Yeah.
themselves.
I give props to wedding photographers.
Oh, yeah, because they have nerves of steel. Guys and girls. Some people love it. But you think about it. It's the biggest day thus far in somebody's life. It's a big party. And the groom is no help at all. Because, it's what's the father of the bride. Traditional stuff, if somebody pays you, that's what I try to listen to, right? So you got the wedding planner going crazy, the mother of the bride going crazy, and the bride sometimes can hold it, but she's losing her stuff too. She going crazy. And they forget your name. You're just, photographer! You're like, lady, I got a name. What you need? That type of thing. So when you look at the groom, he knows your pain. I'm just here to sign the check and say, I do, bro. That's all on you.
Yeah.
And you have to get everything. And it's always something that you were supposed to do, she was looking for, but you can't read her mind. I mean, they can be fun.
And the biggest one for me is cell phones.
And that.
People and their damn cell phones. Just put it away for the wedding.
All
We
in the
hired an
aisle.
expensive photographer for a reason.
Oh,
Put the phones away. Always in the way.
And then if you announce it, they send their babies out there. No cell phones because we have to get this beautiful stuff. They'll give it to the little kids, stick them out in the aisle.
Yup.
They got to get their shot for Facebook. They ain't
You're
waiting
always-
on you.
And you're always the bad guy when you tell them to put it away.
Okay.
But yeah, they want to see you. They want to see you in the parking lot for real. All you trying to do is your job. So you look,
You look
and the
like the
groom,
bad
hey,
guy.
bro, that's on you, man. I'm
that's a
here
dilemma.
to say I do.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like a
walking away
lot.
with the woman. You get the lumps. I'm telling you.
A dilemma. Oh man. Okay. So with photography, you are offering classes as well, right?
He does.
Yes. Okay, and that is in studio, right?
Yes, those are in studios.
These are in studio here because honestly, a lot of people want to be photographers. Most start off thinking, like I said, wedding, I'm going to make all this money. But see, here's the thing about photography. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know which one of these, look at my face.
I think that one. No,
Photography
that one.
initially does not make you a lot of money. It costs you a lot of money. These cameras, these little Japanese people who make these things, they ain't playing. Cameras will bust you all up in the head and make you run your pockets. Lenses cost more than the camera bodies. So when your photographer say, I charge this much, and you like, why you charge so much? I just want to show a whole bunch of receipts, I'm telling you. Not only when I show the receipts are you going to say, oh, I get it, but you're going to give me a little extra because those receipts might as well be a cardboard sign. I mean, we are broke, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to keep your kids off of drugs, put them in photography. They won't have money for drugs. I'm telling you. We are poor artists out here. Help us. Feed this little young lady for less than the price of coffee a day. You can feed this young photographer. We be out here hurting.
Thanks, guys.
No, but seriously, it's a labor of love because when you first start. So I teach these classes because when I was learning, nobody wanted to teach me. There's a whole selfish upper echelon. Everybody may not be like that, so a kick dog howls. If it's you, you know which finger. But I'm just saying that,
Middle one.
right, there's not a lot of mentors out here, and even the mentors have to be paid. But the difference between teaching and mentor, here I teach because I'm doing something with the studio, intellectual property and all that goes to them.
Right.
But I'm still trying to get you that head start. So if you want to go to YouTube University, that's fine. But you need someone to show you what you're looking for. You're just looking up stuff saying, I'm going to do it. You're never
Right.
going to get anywhere. You know, let someone give you a backbone to guidance and, you know, whatever. Just like if I teach Photoshop, because when someone gifted me Photoshop for the first time, he actually paid for it. I ain't going to tell my age, but it was old Photoshop. It grew with me. Everybody said, just play with it. If I gave you something you did, okay, you can drive a car, right? But if I stuck you in a cockpit of a plane, you say, I don't know how to play with it. Would you do it? Because you're going to crash and burn, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I might. I
Yeah.
play Grand Theft Auto. I think I could figure it out.
You're going to die. So, I mean, so you need somebody to at least give you the head start, you know, get you out there. So these classes, Kayla, myself, and Brandy actually thought of what would a brand new, because Brandy was hitting me over the head,
Yeah.
fresh out of the box, don't know anything about it, don't even have to have a professional, what do you do, how do you do, what do these buttons do, how can I take a photo? And then a lot of people, like some people are natural light because they love it. Other people are natural light because when you look on all the websites, B&H, Amazon, whatever, all you get is a bunch of stats. Nobody knows what that is until
Right.
you have it. So am I going to spend the kind of money for these lights that they want and not know if it's something I can use? Come on down. Let me show you. Kayla has lights. I have lights. My niece has lights. We're going to show you if the inexpensive way with the lamps and stuff. We're going to show you when you get flash. And then you can say, no, I like it better outside. Let me show you what high key in the fashion industry, low key does. And then let me talk to you about your cameras. So if these 5 classes in session don't give you a really good head start, then I didn't do my job. And I think I'm going to do my job because I'm all right.
Yeah, you've been all around the world doing this. Don't play
Right,
with
right.
them over here, okay? So we're going to come back with a few more questions because I got a few more things that I want to know about AG and Caleb here in the South Florida region. Thank you so, baby. We'll be right back.
What's up, Witty World? Science 93.99. I love my cities. We got it going on. Plus, we grind every day. Got the Cardinals, the Redbirds. Even got the Blues, block to block, corner to corner. You know how we do it. Grind every day. Fans, baby. I love about my city. We call it home.
Like I said 1,000 times before, you're 1 in a million, baby. But I don't know if you checked lately. I'm for sure 1,000,000,000 times more. Too hot to man is racing. Your view of me is sore. Too bad for you, I'm winning. Like Charlie Sheen before the HIV. Positive, you spinning. Can't wrap your head around my world. The one you wish you lived in. Oh, baby, I got you going. So mad you for me. No, I got you going. Can't handle, I'm moving on. And I'm long since gone. I am now reborn. Oh, I need some sort of relief. Some sort of relief. I know you're no good, but I can't help but love you so. Just let me go. Please let me go. You think you got this hold on me, but I'll break free. Break down these walls like you broke me. Oh, baby, I got you going. So mad you for me. No, I got you going. You can't handle, I'm moving on. And you're long since gone. I am now reborn. Cause like I've done 1,000 times before, overcome the worst storms, lost the battles, won the war. Tore me up right down to the core. I'll still come out shining through the grime and gore. Moving on this trail I tread, can hardly find the time to sleep. Guess I'll rest when I'm dead. But it's worth every minute to see the look on your face. To know I didn't fall on mine. Truth hurts, baby, but it's hard to find. Oh, baby, I got you going. So mad you for me. No, I got you going. You can't handle, I'm moving on. And you're long since gone. I am now reborn.
Hey, okay, we are back, and we are sitting here still with Kayla and AG Shaw, speaking about some of the goings-on at the Soulful Illusion, but certain things that we didn't quite catch a glimpse
Before you
of.
start,
Go ahead.
three words. It's like a pimp named Slickback. Soulful Illusion Studios, it's all in there.
Okay.
And the reason I say
Check
that-
me
because
about your
The reason
name.
I say that
So I'm gonna check
is
you about
because I've
mine.
had a couple of models come through, and
Okay.
they just say at Soulful Illusions.
Okay.
And Big Mama Bear always goes in the comments, Soulful Illusion Studios. So I don't want her to come at you like that because
Soulful Illusion Studios. Y'all
like
get
a
it?
pimp named Slickback.
Like a
Gotta
pimp
say
named
the
Slickback.
whole thing. All right.
Okay, so Caleb, at Soulful Illusion Studios, Photo Quad. What is that?
So the photo quad is basically, what would you call it? It's like Foursquare. You ever play Foursquare as a kid? So you have like the little Foursquare, and each side of the square is a different background to choose from. And I helped paint those. I did a mosaic one that's like pastel colors. It'd be great for Easter photos.
Okay.
And then there's like all red, there's all yellow, and then the other one's like a galaxy background.
Okay.
And there's like an old masters background, and then there's also a pinstripe type of illusion background that I did.
So you made that.
I painted it,
Painted?
yeah.
Yeah.
But his neat, right.
Nope. Minty. Like breath. She is a minty.
Okay, well his minty. She helped with the other backgrounds, like the Galaxy and the Old Masters. She helped with that. And she'll probably help us with future ones to come.
Okay. So what do you actually use those for?
So we use it for photo backgrounds.
Okay.
And like when we have our Friday events, that's included too. So like you can put models in different scenarios all in the same area.
It rotates like a roulette wheel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a rotating
I'm tryna-
door.
So it came up, like I said, I've been doing a whole bunch of studying over the years. And there's a lady, when I was following Ed Pierce from PhotoVision, she had an automated one. So it's like the walls like this. And she was a natural light photographer. So she had a studio, but like one wall was all ceiling to floor windows. And she had a little remote control. And this little thing came over. And where we just had the backdrops, she had a floor under it. And she set it up like 4 rooms.
Okay.
So each corner, each slice of the pie had furniture and stuff. And all she had to do was rotate the thing. She had different scenes. So we have it on wheels, but it's not quite like that.
Okay.
So if you rent the photo quad or you say, okay, somebody's on the paper or they don't have the colors I want, or if you call in to Kayla and you say, well, I was thinking this type of scenery, and we don't actually have it. See, that's the best part about the studio. It's customizable, what's in your wallet, because we build stuff. So it's like,
Build it and paint it.
yeah, we build it, we paint it, we
Get
design
creative.
it, we get creative. And so it's not a backdrop, so it's a wall. So you can actually put frames up or put a little phone if you want to do a little street scene.
Add curtains.
Add curtains,
Wow.
LED lighting or whatever, because it's actually built like what you see here.
Right.
Where paper, rips, gets dirty or whatever, and you can't lean on it, you can actually, lean against the walls, or it adds 3-dimensionality.
Right.
And then when you're done with that, you rotate it, you walk around it, you got another whole scene waiting on you.
Wow. This
And
pretty awesome. I might wanna use-
she's
I'm gonna use
underplaying
that.
it. Her little black and white sun ray type scene.
Uh-huh.
You ever see those things, the black and white that swirls and you get caught up in it?
Yeah.
Well, it's not that, but it starts from a black point, and you got black and white rays come out. And
okay.
I've taken pictures in front of it, and it's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Especially
It's
if
the illusion of the studio.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. That's what it sounds
Nice,
like.
I like that. So the red, and that's my Scarlet one. I just did a contest. It's all red, and I was doing monochromatic, where I had models come in wearing all red for different designs, and we shot it. So with the proper lighting, you don't blend in like a ninja, the red on red on red, but it just pops at you. And I shot it for a contest for another group, but also as advertisement to show what we can do.
Right.
And
Okay.
then you got the yellow side, then you got the creative side. So instead of spending a lot, photography is expensive, spending a lot of money on certain backdrops that you can use only for certain events,
Okay. Yeah.
we have something we can paint. So we get to be creative to help other creatives with their creativity.
Oh, okay. So it's not a permanent
Oh,
thing.
no.
You can.
Throw some paint on
Change
that
it.
piece.
Yeah,
and
we could even
change it.
grab like a canvas cloth and paint the canvas and
Oh.
just throw it up. So you don't even have to repaint the original if you don't want to.
But she leaving out stuff. So this young lady actually, she paints, she designs, because the geometric things that she does shapes it and tapes it off. She makes the signage for the door. She even had a photographer in a month, which I'm proud to say I made that shit. But yay
Yeah,
me.
like the billboard, the
Yeah.
little, it's the office bulletin
So
board.
she does all the little
Yeah.
niceties to make the studio,
And I put candy out.
and it never lasts.
I know because I had some.
Right, the niceties that make this place what it is. So from intern to employee to somebody that I would dare say Brandy can't really do without. She plans, she anticipates what's needed. She's always in here tooling away like Santa's little helper. Every time I've come in, it's like, what you doing? She's sweeping this or she's painting that. So she does a whole lot to help. And then I'm like, well, could this happen? I'm thinking, true shit. I'm going to shoot this, man. I wish we had whatever. I come in maybe 2 days later and it's there. I'm like, where'd you get this? I found it on a marketplace. And then she painted it because it wasn't even red. So I'm like, I need a red this, and I want a red chair, and I want a red table, and I'm gonna put a red phone. It's gonna be like a whole red room. And I'm just, thinking up what I want, right? I didn't ask her to do nothing. I just was like, okay. So I come back a couple of days. She got the table. I'm like, well, it's not red. I don't even know why I said that. So she painted it, and then she goes, I got a chair. I'm like, you got a what? So the next day there's a chair in here, and she's
A red chair, yeah.
Yeah,
I got
she-
it free at Red Flag.
And
So if y'all are local artists, Red Flag.
So this is the kind of stuff this young lady does. You know, I call myself a force multiplier because I walk in on something, I try to make it better. But I met a mini-me force multiplier, but she's more in tune with the boss and what's needed. So if it's something creative that she thinks is going to be wild, you know, she makes it happen.
That's how we ended up with 2 high heel shoe chairs.
And that.
Yes. They're a classic. I found them on Marketplace.
What?
And I redid the one, and I cleaned up the other one. I'm probably going to redo that too, but it's great for boudoir, like say even if you're shooting kids. Like I do
Yeah.
dance photos for my goddaughter, like I'm planning on
That's
doing
what I was just going to say.
Yeah,
I said, you didn't
I reupholstered.
the real
She ain't
poster
talking,
too.
she's reupholstering stuff, she's painting
Yeah.
stuff, you know, and it's like, she
Just, it's always random. This bitch pulling up with something new.
and if you've seen her car and you see the chair she showed up, how the hell did that happen?
Oh, I used my brother's truck.
Okay, cool, because I was
But
wondering.
I did pull
Oh,
up,
okay.
I did pull up with 8-foot 2x4s in my GTI. I've also put an 8-foot by 4 bulletin board on top of my GTI.
And for somebody
And now I
with
got
her
a hitch.
footage, talking about 8 foot, that's amazing. You
Yeah,
know,
there's 2 of me. Might as well be.
right. So she does a lot more than, I mean, I don't know if she's being modest or she just
I'm
can't
forgetful.
do the whole list of what she does for the studio. So
I understand that you live in it, so you just not
Yeah.
thinking about it. You just doing it.
Yeah, I'm just going with the flow.
and, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, I got this. Here's what I'm going to do. Myself first. I'm going to come in and I'm going to do X, Y, Z. I just need to get this first. And then I come in and it's done. I'm like, what the hell, you know? And she's over there like, you know, like a kid getting stuck. She's painting, she going,
I like the floor.
yeah. So I'm sitting there like, well, because, you know, I'm thinking, I got to buy this paint. And I did. So I got the paint. I think I'm going to do something. I'm going to do some man's work.
It's already done.
You know, whatever. And she's over there, doody. And I'm like, okay, damn, okay.
Didn't even ask me to do it. I
So
just did it.
right here on this podcast,
You just
if I
mentioned
come
it.
in and you teaching my classes, it's going to be you and me.
Oh, I'm not a teacher. I can be assistant teacher.
Yeah,
A
but
student teacher.
here it is. AG ain't here, so check this out. I show up with all my stuff, and she's like, "Oh yeah, class is over. It was great."
Yeah,
But
you're.
no, she does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. So you are definitely a big asset.
Yes, I do. I even I don't know if you saw like the extra signs put on the door. I did those too. Like
Yes,
the
I
vinyl
did. That's what-
stickers. I helped make the pit, the high key pit seamless. That was a challenge, but I did it.
Yeah,
Now,
That's the one thing he wanted, and I did it.
I bitched about it a lot, and she got sick of hearing me. So she
figured it out.
Yeah, I brought a piece of wood from my garage from home and didn't just fit it in there.
Wow.
So she's handy, she's industrious. So she answers phones. She does hard work. I mean, she can handle anything from the knees down. No, but she
5
does,
feet, so yeah, it's
she
it's
does
needed.
a lot. And she helps with the musical thing. You know, that's a good slide. in.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So there's another person here, Roy Brachetto. He is the music producer, audio engineer. So if you guys need like quotes or prices on music and like recording or band rehearsals,
Host it. Got that ass.
okay. Now I'm being abused.
No, it wasn't you.
All for what was it? A mosquito?
Disclaimer: we do not agree to. No.
So violent.
It's not abuse when there's a mosquito involved.
Now,
definitely
now I'm gonna have a
something.
headache. Ugh. Well, anyway, Roy Brachetto, he does all the audio work, and then Matt Schmidt also does videography here, and they work together. They're buddies too, so they do things together a lot. But yeah, like if you want an audio membership right now, they're $300. So if you get in there, lock it in by the 1st, because the 1st is when the monthly due is due. You can lock it in for that price because it will go up come January, I believe.
So what's all included in that?
Demos.
Oh,
Demos
and we
only.
do, yeah, it's demos only right now. So you can't record anything that's professional quality recorded, it's demos only.
So it's better than you doing it at home, but because of everything that goes on in the studio, clicks, flashes, things like that, it is a shared
is.
space. So you get that demo that sounds great, but this isn't the place for you to lock it in and go and make $1 trillion in the music industry. but this is a place where you can lock it in, and you ain't mixing on that old, you know, the 8-track, the TV, and the thing in your grandmama's living room. You know?
But yeah, so like with the audio memberships, like you'll get band rehearsal, you get access like to this sound stage, you get storage. It also comes with the EPK days, which that's where you'll get your band, or if you're a solo artist, we'll set you up in one of the photo pits, and I'll come in and take photos. So like you can use them like for self-promotion, for like albums and all that stuff, and that's included in it. And then also if you wanted concert photography done, I also discounted it, so it's $75 if they wanted that.
So Ms. Callick, clack, clack,
Clack.
clack, clack, clack. Clack,
No,
clack,
click, clack, clack.
For those of us who may not be acronymically educated, what is it?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, what is the EP?
Press kit.
Yeah.
Say it.
Electronic press kit.
She's
Yeah,
so smart.
EPK
But
day.
what? But when you say
He's always
EPK
said
days,
EPK, I never bothered to ask.
but what are the
Talk to
EPK
right
days
person, They'll
though?
know what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
So what are the days though? Means EPK
It's
days.
usually the first Monday of the month.
So is it just the day you come in and create an EPK? Is that what you mean? You come in and create an EPK?
Right.
So like the first of the month, it'll be like, it's usually an all day, but I'm usually here till about 2:30.
Okay.
So like they'll come in and like they'll get pictures taken, like I'll have their pictures taken, and then I'll get the pictures edited and emailed over to them, and then they'll be able to like rehearse and stuff too while I'm taking the pictures if they wanted live shots.
Okay.
Which
So,
falls
like-
into a bellywick because it's like a concert.
Yeah, a mini
So what
concert.
she's saying for those of you, when the eagle fly, come on, get it done. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna say that,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but yeah, what he said.
Okay, so we will come back in just a little bit and give our final shout outs and let you guys know where you can look us up, find out all of the happenings, and even come and pay us a visit.
Yeah, with the tea. It is.
She feels so right, it felt so right. Got me thinking about her when I dim my lights. Think about me sometimes, think about her at night. I be running these streets sometimes, I ain't really tryna thug at night no more. Remember what we did on a late night, yeah, I remember what it tastes like. Do you got what it takes, can you go no breaks like me for the starlight? Put your body on me one time, I just wanna feel your touch again, I just wanna feel your touch again. Wrap me in your love again. They talk when I listen, I'm feeling you, baby, I got what you missing. I tend to you, baby, what's poppin', let's get it. Can't read her mind, but I probably get it. Niggas tryna holler, you be easing them off. You all in my head, she a tease and she walk through. Good with her lips and she easy to talk to. Like what you bought me, love what I bought you. Giving my all to you, baby. Switching positions like crazy. She ride it, I'm all in her navel. I kill it, she pushing her daisies. I'm a slave to the thought of us, match made in heaven. I wonder who thought it up. I know you've been thinking of me, if you haven't, it's cool, baby, sorry I brought it up. She feels so right, it felt so right. Got me thinking about her when I dim my lights. Think about me sometimes, think about her at night. I be running these streets sometimes, I ain't really tryna thug at night no more. Remember what we did on a late night, yeah, I remember what it tastes like. Do you got what it takes, can you go no breaks like me for the starlight? Put your body on me one time, I just wanna feel your touch again, I just wanna feel your touch again. Wrap me in your love again. Wrap me again in your love, I be needing that feeling, baby, you different. Need mental and sexual healing, pay me a visit. I'm real, I can't switch it. She down, I'm a witness. They all in our business, we work it out like fitness. I'm glad that we met, I spent some nights with her, we never slept. She never asking me what's the next step, she only asked me to fill up her dress. She know I smack it and rub it and lick it before I start beating it down. She know that when I get done that her legs will be lazy, so ain't no more leaving the house. She feels so right, it felt so right. Got me thinking about her when I dim my lights. Think about me sometimes, think think about her at night. I be running these streets sometimes. I ain't really tryna thug at night no more. Remember what we did on a late night? Yeah, I remember what it tastes like. Do you got what it takes? Can you go no breaks like me for the starlight? Put your body on me one time. I just wanna feel your touch again. I just wanna feel your touch again. Wrap me in your love again. Remember what we did on a late night? Yeah, I remember what it tastes like. Do you got what it takes? Can you go no breaks like me for the starlight? Put your body on me one time. I just wanna feel your touch again. I just wanna feel your touch again. Wrap me in your love again.
Trap nap, 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 trap nap. My mama told me go to bed, I took her. Trap nap. I told her that we need this bread, I took her. Trap nap. My wifey said I need some sleep, I took her. Trap nap. I told her that we gotta eat, I took her. Trap nap. I opened up my eyes, it was 2:30. I rubbed her on the thighs, she told me too early. Before the sunrise, I'm alive and activated. I drink my coffee extra black and now I'm caffeinated. Everybody dream about the life they say they want. I tell them wake up and go get it, but I know they won't. How can I snooze? How can I doze when my son's already outgrowing his new clothes? My mind is an elaborate labyrinth decorated with tablets that tell the tales on how I raise funds up like Lazarus. My mama told me late night hustling will be hazardous. I told her it's more hazardous if we don't have enough. My mama told me go to bed, I took a trap nap. I told her that we need this bread, I took a trap nap. My wifey said I need some sleep, I took a trap nap. I told her that we gotta eat, I took a trap nap. Trap nap, took a trap nap. Took a trap nap, took a trap nap. Trap nap, took a trap nap. Yeah, took a trap nap. You wanna be Neo or Nino? What you mean? You wanna save the world or get rich? Either way, you could die trying, I ain't lying. I feel like the new 50 Cent. I sit alone in this room with these four corners. I need a solid hustle, like them four corners. I ain't interested in peddling amphetamines. I come with LLC like James Toppin Queen. A hustle on tilt, but I ain't off lean. Might buy the whole squad Buicks, lacrosse team. Build a whole beehive from a lil buzz. Sleep is the cousin to death, trap nap the little cuz. My mama told me go to bed, I took a trap nap. I told her that we need this bread, I took a trap nap. My wifey said I need some sleep, I took a trap nap. I told her that we gotta eat, I took a trap nap. Trap nap, took a trap nap. Took a trap nap, took a trap nap. Trap nap, took a trap nap. Trap nap, took a trap nap.
Old school game, the same scoop this ice cream. Fly ain't born, we come out the sky on note your light beams. Play for the right team, pick and roll with a slice green. The pop out on the wing and cash out every night, king. I need this bread, I ain't gon' sleep, so we compete. I'm 10 toes down, that's both feet inside the line. We play for keeps. Awake for weeks and yeah, you rap but show you weak. I'd rather listen to your beats than hear you lie about the streets. My bed the same shit, I don't even move the sheets. I lay down, pop back up and get the grind and then repeat. My son ain't even one, can't even walk or talk yet, but he understand his daddy dream and never lost that.
My mama told me go to bed, I took a trap nap. I told her that we need this bread, I took a trap nap. My wifey said I need some sleep, I took a trap nap. I told her that we gotta eat, I took a trap nap. Trap nap, took a trap nap. Took a trap nap, took a trap nap. Trap nap, took a trap nap. Trap nap, took a trap nap. I can't afford to sleep when everybody sleeping on me. I can't afford to sleep when everybody sleeping on me. I can't afford to sleep when everybody sleeping on me. I can't afford to sleep when everybody sleeping on me.
4:25, alarm clock buzzing. Tired but motivated from my nana and my cousins. As a younger boy, spoiled kids tried to dozen. Remembered all their words, now I'm everything they wasn't. More afraid of not trying than I am afraid of dying. What you selling, we ain't got. We don't like what you supply. If you want it, gotta grind. It's alright to wanna shine. Went from couldn't get it, shoot to I don't even stand in line. I'm too old to what? Nah, you lying. Word up down to the heart, let the world identify. Can't tell me what to do, then I got fired. Start my own shit since I couldn't get hired. Homie Chris.
Trap nap.
Back, and we are here at Soulful Illusion Studios
Yeah.
with AG Shaw and Kayla. And we talked a little bit today about some of the events going on. We got STL Live coming, doing a flea market, right? We got STL Live doing some skits and things. We got photography room. We got Kayla on the ones and twos of the everything decorative and
All the candles.
just all of that. So I want you to tell people where they can find you.
So you can basically find me, you can even just give me a call, shoot over a text. It's 314-7